Here's where we're at, by the way. Assassin's Creed Shadows, the anti-woke crowd has run out of things to complain about, from Yasuke kissing a non-binary person, Yasuke having sex with Nobunaga's sister, to now the credits are too long. That's what they're complaining about. And I don't understand why there is so much motion for this. If you are 35 years old and you fucking despise video games and you talk about video games, is all you talk about is how much video games suck now because of woke, you should stop playing video games. You should stop tweeting. You should get a fucking job. You should get gainful employment and possibly find a wife. You should start a family, okay? You should focus on self-improvement. Stop fucking bitching about how video games felt much nicer when mommy was bringing Dino chicken nuggies to you every time when you were in your jammies. Yes, it's never going to be as good as when you were 12, okay? It's not going to happen. You're 35 now. Life sucks dick. But you are in control to a certain degree of your own life. Take some ownership over it and fix it instead of fucking crying online all the goddamn time about how video games are no longer as fun because there's black characters and women in them. You're a fucking freak. Tap out. Tap out. I hate these motherfuckers so much. I hate them so much. I hate them more than they hate video games. And they really hate video games. Anyway, here's Fighting Cowboy. Also addressing these losers, okay? Here's Fighting Cowboy, who I have relied on for many of his Dark Souls and other From Software adventures in the past. Great content creator. Here's him doing a live stream playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, where he's yelling at these people who are yelling at him to fucking yell about the game, but he's not.
I don't give a fuck what your opinion is of this game. I don't care. Your opinion is worthless to me. The quality of health of my morning shit had a bigger impact on my thought process today than you being upset that there's a black guy in Assassin's Creed. So shut the fuck up. All right? We're not doing this shit. It's a fucking video game. If you are upset that there's a black guy in a video game, fuck off. I don't want you here. I don't care. Stop.
Oh no, he's been captured by the wokes, dude.
I'm not doing this fucking argument. Every goddamn game these days. Oh, it's woke. Oh, there's a black guy. Oh, there's a...
Dude, I know. Oh my God. Preach! I fucking can't stand it. Every video game release has to have some outrage dedicated to it. Kingdom Come has a gay character. Kingdom Come has a black character. It's not sufficiently anti-woke. Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Shut up! Not every game is going to suit your fucking weird racist goals, okay? As a matter of fact, none of them are going to do that. And you pick and choose anyway. That's the other thing. They're not even consistent with their racism or their homophobia. That's also what pisses me off about this process. They're fair weather racists. They only get mad when some 60-year-old fucking loser who has never been able to finish his video game successfully, Grums, Mr. Breast Milk Enjoyer at Blizzard, formerly, will come out and be like, this game is gay, it's woke, it sucks, and then they get mad because there was no smoke for Baldur's Gate. That was the gayest fucking game of all time. You could be non-binary, slinging dick, fucking goddamn bears and shit, and everybody loved it. How can you be a fully fledged adult human being in the year 2025 and get your outrage notes from an outrage merchant who is balding and has an avatar of a balding fucking maid who hasn't ever made a fucking successful video game on his own? He's a scammer. You're a fucking moron. You're even a bigger loser than the 60-year-old who's constantly talking about fucking how video games are woke and gay now. Imagine getting your nose from a 60-year-old man who's constantly chirping about video games, dude. God, you are so fucking pathetic. You are such a goddamn loser, and you know it. That's the other thing. You know you're a fucking loser. You know you are a fucking ginormous loser, and you got no motion in your life. So anything you spend every waking moment trying to fuck up other people's lives. That's all you do. All you do is run around and try to ruin other people's enjoyment, ruin other people's fun. Oh my God. Go to the gym, dipshit. Go fucking work out. Fix your life.
A trans person, shut the fuck up. Either play the game or go the fuck outside, bro. It's not that hard.
Thank you. Yes.
God damn. I've been on this earth 37 fucking years. When I was a kid, guess what? If a game came out and I didn't want to get involved with it, I didn't fucking play with it. I didn't go on the internet and cry like an entitled little child. Wah, 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 wah. The game doesn't have stuff that I want. So shut the fuck up and leave, bro. Are you that much of a fucking loser that you're seeking out streams of a game you don't like just to be like, wah, I don't like this. There's a black guy. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. That's all. This is the only rant. I'm getting this shit out of the way now. Stop. Because any comment, any fucking comment, I'm just gonna ban you. I don't care. I'm just gonna fucking ban you. I don't care. I don't have time for it, bro. I'm here to play a fucking game, not listen to you cry about a black dude that existed in history that was brought over to Japan as...
Yeah, ironically enough, Assassin's Creed is historical fiction. And until this game, you've never actually played a real historical figure. That is the inherent irony here as well. Every other game, you play around historical figures, which you can, beat the fuck out of, obviously, which is, not what happened in history. Like, there was no fucking Leonardo da Vinci flying machine that you could actually fucking fly in, right? Nobody complained about that shit. That was awesome, because I guess he wasn't black. What's hilarious about it is, like, this is the one time where you do actually play a historical figure, ironically enough. Fist fighting the Pope, I'm fine with that. That's historical fiction. That's appropriate. Black guy that actually existed in Japanese history? Oh, absolutely not. Why would you let me play this?
As a slave and then taken on by Nobunaga and made a fucking retainer. All right. If that upsets you, if that makes you not feel like you're in your special place, that's not my fucking problem. Go talk to your therapist about it.
It's so annoying. It's so fucking annoying. Like, this is the type of shit that I expect from babies, okay? From a child, This is the type of shit that children do. And now we have mentally and emotionally stunted fucking adults that have been babied their whole goddamn lives. And they're sad and they're whiny and they're annoying and they never shut the fuck up. Oh my God. And it's a cycle that they desire too. Like, they want any kind of fucking reaction they can get out of it where they lose their minds. They're like, oh, like they misinterpreted a LDP Japanese politician who's an upstart trying to fucking make a name for himself, which ironically I mentioned as well to the JCP guys when I was there. Remember when I talked to the Japanese Communist Party and I was like, does our brain rot actually make its way to Japanese politics and actually impact Japanese politics? Turns out, yes, it does. That was my suspicion. And apparently that is the case. There's a dude in the LDP named Kato, okay? He's trying to make a name for himself. And in the process, in a Diet session, he gets up and he talks about Assassin's Creed because he's seen so many people on Twitter talk about it. Japanese people love Twitter. They use Twitter quite frequently. It's more popular in Japan than it is in America per the population percentage. Like, there's more active users in Japan on Twitter in comparison to the rest of the Japanese population than there is in the United States of America in comparison to the United States population. Okay? So he comes out in a Diet session and he brings up the Assassin's Creed thing, and the prime minister responds to it. And in the response, he basically says, like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Our concern is that maybe people will get their notes from the game. You can deface Japanese landmarks in virtually every fucking video game, by the way. It's not new. The prime minister basically says, we hope that we take it very seriously to deface our real cultural landmarks in the real world, not in the game. And we hope that people will not do that. We hope that people won't try to like scale the walls and do parkour on our fucking shrines and shit. That's it. And you know what's interesting? Ubisoft patched it out immediately on the day one patch. But it didn't end there. Every single disgusting Angloid piece of shit with a lolly avatar fake Japanese account that LARPs as a Japanese teenager online, and there are many accounts like this. There are so many people that have ironically never even been to Japan. They just live in like England and they LARP as though they're Japanese conservatives in English. Every single one of those accounts mistranslated the prime minister's statements to make it seem like Japan was taking a strong stance against Assassin's Creed Shadows. And these fucking tweets have thousands of likes. Thousands of likes. Because nobody fucking cares about the truth. I'm losing my mind. Okay? I'm losing it. It's something so innocuous and so marginal and so inconsequential in the grand scheme of things, but it still pisses me off because it goes along with the broader trends that I see all the goddamn time, all around the internet. Here's what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. Where is it? Yeah, fuck around and find out. Tomorrow, Japan, Mr. Hiroyuki Kata, a member of the House Councilors from the Liberal Democratic Party, will address the AC Shadows issue in the national diet. This will be broadcast nationwide as well as live streamed. Like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, they have literally invented a completely alternative reality. And they think that this reality is where like the Japanese government is genuinely fucking mad. They think you're defending it because you took the ad. I know. I don't care. I don't care that they're fucking thinking that. I hate people who lie like this. I hate it. I hate it so much. It might be a little bit neurodivergent to me, but when I see something like this, I can't let it go. It makes me so mad because I can't stand how fucking stupid people are. I can't stand it. It's like and then that lie materializes and turns into this like this thing that can actually impact the real world. Like developers getting harassed as a consequence of this. Like that shit pisses me off so much. I hate it. I hate it so much. Yeah, it's so funny how Assassin's Creed has never been anywhere near historically accurate, but this is the first time there's a black guy. Everybody turns to the anthropologist. You fist fight the Pope in these games. Yeah, a black samurai with a relationship with a non-binary person. Yuck. And it's like, you don't need to do this. This is your own personal choice. Except, I know for a fact you didn't even you ripped this video off of someone else. Someone else who's also an outrage merchant. You know, because I know you didn't play the game. I know you didn't play the game. You're just a fucking outrage merchant. You will never play the game. You probably don't even like video games. But if you did, you would know that you pressed the buttons to get to this option. You press the buttons. There is literally a fucking canon mode where you don't have to make any of these choices if you don't want to. You don't have to fuck anybody as Yasuke if you don't want to. You chose to rizz up the fucking non-binary person, and now you're mad that you can do it. You didn't accidentally arrive at the sexo run. You chose it deliberately, and now you're mad that it exists. Yeah, this is the guy I'm talking about. Colonel Otaku Gatekeeper. educating Westerners on Japanese politics and gatekeeping anime and manga from censorious Puritans, Japanese nationalists, anti-communism, Shintoists. He's not even fucking Japanese. He's never been to Japan. Many such cases. There are so many Ian Miles Chongs now online, and it's very frustrating. It's a unique phenomena. It's very strange. Back in the day, you just had Ian Miles Chong, who LARPs from Malaysia as a guy who lives in Portland, Oregon. He's never stepped foot in the United States of America. Okay? Everybody knows his background. These guys now are all anonymous accounts, and they act like they are Japanese right-wing nationalists. This dude is a pedophile living in the UK, okay? It's so fucking annoying. You were talking about confirmation bias and you pulled this dumbass to represent anyone offended. So are you saying people aren't offended about the game? What is the lie? If you're offended by this game, if you're offended by another installation in the Assassin's Creed franchise, okay, you are a pathetic, weak loser. I'm telling you right now, you are the biggest fucking loser of all time. And under normal circumstances, you probably would not have gone this far in your life, okay? It would have ended a long time ago if that was a real thing. I'm not saying you are, but I'm saying that people who are, okay? Nobody is forcing anyone to play the fucking video game. I'm angry, especially because... Wait, what is this?
Do you remember when you first got into anime? You knew something was different about it. It was not like other cartoons.
Is he trying to do a fake Japanese English voice? Oh my God.
It was ambitious in its storytelling. It was detailed in its visuals. It made the other cartoons look silly back in Palace. Eventually, you'll find that these shows...
Dude, I can't. It's so hard for me. It's so hard for me to not use some of the previous tokens that I've collected because we unfortunately still don't live in a world where you have kill yourself tokens. Okay? Because if we did live in a world where you could get kill yourself tokens whenever someone sent one to you, I would be using so many. Okay? And because we don't live in that world, I can't use the kill yourself tokens, and therefore I can't cover the story with the real feelings that I have in my heart. You know what I mean? It's genuinely, this is one of the hardest things. It's genuinely one of the hardest things where I have wishes in my mind, I have passion in my heart, and there's no way for me to openly communicate how I feel about this. You know what I mean? There was a time and place when people used to fling the R word freely, okay? And I feel like in that time and place, and maybe even use gay as a pejorative or the F slur as a pejorative. And I felt like in that time and place, that bullying that came along with it kind of kept these motherfuckers at bay. Not saying that that was the only thing, but like clearly there was a point where these dudes were kept at bay. I don't know who or what was doing that. Anthropologists are going to come back and look at this time and space and find out maybe bullying wasn't bad because there was shame. People had shame. This is shameful shit to openly do a political movement around Stellar Blade not having the same 56 outfits that it had pre-first day patch is a shameful thing. It's the type of thing that even if you felt in your mind, you're supposed to immediately squash it. You're supposed to be like, I shouldn't be thinking this way. What am I, a fucking weird, psychotic sex pervert? Like, no, I shouldn't feel this way. This is embarrassing to feel. I should stop feeling this way. This is what you are, at a certain time and place, this is what you were supposed to do. If you had like a weird, intrusive thought like that, you were like, what the fuck? What did I just think? Gross. Now, this is at the forefront of people's political activism. Okay? Like if your first thought when you see the new Assassin's Creed game featuring Yasuke, a black character, and a woman, and you're like, oh, dude, this shit sucks. Why is there a black guy as the main character? If you genuinely feel this, okay, you should be embarrassed to say it out loud. I can't stop you from feeling that way, but oh my Lord, this is one of those things that you should feel great shame for even thinking, let alone saying out loud. And now, people are rewarded for saying it out loud. People are rewarded for saying it. And it's just like, it shocks me to my core because I feel like if you said these things in the real world around other human beings, they'd be like, what the fuck are you saying? Unless you're at a fucking clan meeting. And in which case, they would still probably be like, who cares about video games, dumbass? You know what I mean? Like, there is no outlet for this kind of behavior in the real world. This is the only place where you can get mad about something like this and be rewarded for it. It's wild. That's what shocks me to my very core, is that these guys get their notes, once again, from a genuine fucking loser, okay? A guy that is 60 years old who said he wanted to make his own video game and has failed spectacularly at making this video game. He has not been able to successfully make it. It's a Gundam style game. I didn't even need to know about this dude's existence. And now I know because he's an outrage merchant that other people actually follow on. And then guys like Asmongold will hype this shit up. They'll just sit there and farm it, knowing full well that they're farming. Knowing full well that they're farming these fucking dumbasses. I saw something funny though, because Asmongold, I think, also started playing it, and he liked the game, and his audience wants him to hate the game. But after he farmed it over and over again for all of the controversies, it turns out he likes it now. Look at this video. It's only 11 seconds, but here.
Yeah, sure, I'll beat the game. Why wouldn't I? Don't force yourself to? No, I'm not. I've been enjoying this. I've been enjoying this. Do you plan on beating Shadows?
Didn't Ubisoft lie about the historical black samurai? I thought it wasn't real after all. No, it is a real person. What the fuck? No, Yasuke is a real historical figure. He was a retainer for Nobunaga. It's a real thing. Ironically enough, even if he wasn't, who gives a shit? But he is real. That's what makes it even funnier. Props to him for not fake hating it. That's props to him. He farmed it for months. What the fuck are you talking about? No. I thought you were being hyperbolic when you said these fellas would get mad because there's a black character. I didn't think you were being 100% genuine. This is wild. Oh no, I'm unfortunately, I hate to report this to you, but yes, I'm being very sincere. These guys are genuinely fucking. They say the wiki page was fake. What? Yes, in many vids. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, I swear to God, it is. People are violently stupid, bro. Asman is just on basic grifter who would never see any of his own grift through unless it involves deplatforming someone. No, he will. Dude, the funniest part about Asmongold is he often will cop to it. Like, Asmongold will routinely cop to him just straightforwardly not saying his true opinion. Like, there is a honesty in the way that he does the grift where he'll just be like, yeah, I don't care. It's popular. And the dumb fucks still eat it up. That's how this works. That's how right-wing commentary works in general, where you can just basically say, I'm lying to you. It's like cryptocurrency schemes. You can have a cryptocurrency shitcoin called griftcoin or shitcoin, right? And people will still buy into it. It's similar. It's the similar dumbass mindset that people have. It is literally the same mindset where people are like, oh, am I being grifted to by this guy who doesn't have a genuine take on this issue? Well, as long as he's repeating the talking points, I'll still keep consuming it. What is this?
Hey, dude. Ew. Are you playing Assassin's Creed 3?
Yeah?
This game is an insult to the history of the American Revolution by not making the main character English. This is just more woke DEI garbage being pushed down our throats.
So you would want Connor to be white instead?
Yes, that would be more historically accurate.
But there were a few Native Americans who fought on both sides.
That's just obvious pandering.
Well, Assassin's Creed has never been historically accurate. It's been more so historically inspired. No one complained when Ezio fought the Pope in the Vatican, which obviously did not happen.
Right, but that's not about
race? So the only time that we complain about historical inaccuracy is when race is involved.
But
or how about when Ubisoft tried to be more historically accurate by giving Altair a Middle Eastern accent in Assassin's Creed Revelations and got criticized for not keeping the American accent from Assassin's Creed 1? Seems like there's some double standards going on.
Whatever. I'm gonna go watch more Asmongold.
Are we sure he's not a flesh suit stuff with the roads to control it? I don't know. There's zero proof that an assassin didn't fistfight a Pope historically. True. He did a video about this chat. He did. It's wild how the right is just the annoying SJWs of yesteryear. I remember these exact rants, except from those who woke scolded random people for playing problematic games. Girlfriend reviews had to make a public apology because she didn't enjoy Last of Us 2 because Radlibs called her a bigot. Like, what is this shift? I think it's crazy because, like, Radlibs have definitely aggressively pursued certain things, and they still do to this day. It's not like they stopped doing that shit, right? Having said that, more often than not, the woke SJWs were at least like advocating for something that made sense. Like their underlying position is not entirely incorrect. right? Their advocacy and their activism was fucking idiotic and incredibly stupid, and worse than all, very annoying, okay? Very, very annoying, because it's all immaterial bullshit. But at least it was, one, consistent, and two, it was on issues like systemic racism, which is real, as a real thing, right? Systemic racism is a real problem. You're not tackling systemic racism by fucking complaining about a video game that doesn't have like sufficient representation. You're not. You're just being fucking annoying. These guys, on the other hand, are like, no, we want less representation. So they're both on the wrong side of an argument and also arguing about something immaterial and fucking crying about it. It's like a triple whammy. It is just so mind-boggling to me. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. The premise of Assassin's Creed is that aliens uplifted monkeys to be human slaves with mind control tech. You killed the Pope in a battle where he uses the alien mind control tech to do shadow clone jutsu. Oh, yes, the immortal is your father, Pythagoras. You were led there in part by conversations with your best friend, Herodotus. And you were part human, part alien, which led you to access the city. In AC3, you play as a white guy, Desmond, reliving the memories of a white guy, Hatham, and his bastard half-Mohawk, Connor. In it, the American Revolution is being controlled by two factions, the OG Illuminati, fighting over control of alien artifacts. You have to grow up. Yeah, besides the central thread in the in-game universe, that's why you get a blade pistol and a tank bomber from Da Vinci, because of a commitment to historical realism. I love Assassin's Creed, clearly, but you're huffing sewage if you think there's any fidelity to history in these video game series. You don't play this game because it's historically accurate. You play it because it's an open world simulation with historical skins. There is exactly one game where you play a character who actually existed. Does anyone want to guess which one that is? It's Yasuke. Yeah. Normies are getting tired of this constant whining too, man.
Listen, I can already tell people in chat.
We just watched this. We watched this whole rant earlier. I don't understand. Like, I truly don't understand why this is even a meta. Like, what is this? You're just like sad and angry all the fucking time, dude. You're just so upset all the fucking time. It makes no sense to be this upset over such immaterial things all the fucking time. Like, I get it, you're racist, but like, I don't know, use that energy for something. Like, go find a racist congressperson and like door knock for him or something. There's plenty of them in the Republican Party, and hell, there's some in the Democratic Party too. Like, why are you doing this instead? Like, be racist the normal way, please. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's just like, be racist in a way that matters, at least, so I don't have to see it. I hate this fucking whining. I literally had a 10-year friend